Welcome to the Carriker Chronicles, the People Show. Check the Pulse of Husker Nation, brought to you by DPS Concrete Construction, your local concrete experts. Check them out at dpsconstruction.net. And I got a special guest today before we dive right in and bring him on real quick. This is kind of a mega show, if we want to call it that, hashtag mega show. At the end of this show, I'm going to be bringing on my twin daughters, Dakota, Desiree, and we're going to be doing our preview and prediction for the Louisiana Tech football game. So, at the end of this, stay tuned. We're kind of combining two shows into one. Let me know how it goes. Until then, all right, do me one other favor. If you're happy with the improved play that we've seen so far from the Blackshirts this year, hit that like button. All right, but now it's time to bring on our special guest. Now, for those who don't know, all right, he's currently 6'4", 330 pounds, a junior defensive lineman, a Blackshirt, all right, a guy who earned a single-digit number in the offseason before he got to campus. All right, I've always found this interesting. A four-time state champ in wrestling. All right, in high school, never lost. 4-year record was 166-0 and was the number one heavyweight high school wrestler in the country. Mr. Nash Hutmacher, how you doing, my friend?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good. Now, right off the top, I'm curious, what's the biggest difference in the defensive philosophy from last year to this year?
I would just say, biggest thing, we talk about it all the time. We talk about attacking the ball. We talk about being the most aggressive, the most physical, and the most effort defense in college football. And I think those things are something the coaches really bring to life. They push us every day. They challenge us every day to uphold those standards, and we push each other each and every day to uphold those standards.
Now, the defensive line has played well so far this year. There were some question marks, not a lot of returning guys, a little youthful, maybe inexperienced coming into the season, but you guys have played well. The Blackshirts so far are number 2 in the country in rush defense, giving up 1.7 yards per rush. What's the biggest reason you guys have played so well against the run so far this season?
I would just say the biggest reason is just everyone being on the same page, everyone just having that kind of nasty attitude about them. Just that, we're not good. These guys can't block us. No matter what team it is we're playing. We go out there thinking that we're the best unit, especially on the defensive line. That we're the best unit out there, and that's the kind of mindset we have going out there. And just like I said, everyone being on the same page, everyone doing their jobs, everyone just being aggressive and attacking the ball with a lot of effort every single play.
Now, you guys are also towards the top of the country in sacks, I believe, with 14 so far this year. What's the biggest reason you guys have been able to get after opposing quarterbacks so well so far through the first 3 games?
It's just through a lot of scouting, guys watching films, knowing what they're getting pre-snap, knowing what kind of sets they're getting, and also Coach White and his staff's done an amazing job with getting stuff ready for specific teams, and it's been a lot of fun, and it's just guys playing with that attitude like I talked about earlier. Just saying these guys can't block us.
All right, now I got to follow up with this question from Coach Rule's press conference on Monday. He said he would like to get more pressure out of straight 4-man fronts going forward. What's the biggest way you feel you guys can improve upon that?
I would say the biggest way to improve on that is just communicating up front and, like I said, just continue to get scouting, and just keep playing with that attitude that they can't block us, keep doing what we do, just keep getting better every single day.
Now, Tony White, as everyone knows, new defensive coordinator, brought in the 3-3-5 scheme. Okay, but just in general, what sticks out the most to you about new defensive coordinator Tony White?
He's awesome. He's a guy that when it's time to play football, he's locked in. He's intense. He's doing everything he can to win a football game. But outside of football, he's awesome too. You can go in there and talk to him whenever you want, any time of the day. He's just a really good person, really easy to get along with, and just a really good dude.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor. If you're a diesel mechanic, CDL driver, concrete finisher, okay, looking for work in the Omaha metro area, DPS Construction is the employer for you. Quality work, quality company, and if you're looking to have work done, hit them up at dpsconstruction.net. All right. I know I asked you this when you first committed to the team years ago. Going to be honest, I don't recall your answer, so I'm going to ask it again. The nickname Polar Bear, how did you get that nickname?
Just in high school, some of the wrestling I think some of the moms and on our wrestling team just one day kind of said it kind of randomly or whatever, and it just kind of stuck from then on there. And then my dad was hashtagging stuff, the polar bear. Of course, Husker fans just ate that up, and it's just kind of stuck from there. I just kind of embraced it, and I love the nickname.
I was going to say, there's worse nicknames to have, that's for sure. All right, dude. Now, we know you're strong. We know squat's a big-time lift in your repertoire. How much do you squat? And I'm not talking about going down like 5 inches. I'm talking 90 degrees. How much do you squat?
I mean, probably like 675, 80 pounds, something around there.
All right. Now, you can say yourself if you want to, okay? But who is the strongest guy on the Huskers team right now?
Probably me.
All right. Who else is in that conversation?
Ethan Piper, Henry Lukowski are two really, really strong dudes as well. I would say they're right up there with me.
Now, I'm curious because we are a more physical team this year. We appear to get stronger as the game goes along way more often than not. And that all starts in the weight room with strength and conditioning. So talk to me about the biggest change in the strength and conditioning program from last year to this year.
Just the way we do things. Is we do a lot of we do focus on, obviously we're lifting and running all the time, but we focus on a lot of mobility, and having Mitch, also our sports science guy, has been awesome with helping us with recovery and stuff in that aspect. He gives us a lot of different tools in that aspect of things, and I think that's the team's really benefited from having him and his knowledge on the recovery aspect of things.
All right. So the single digits, you're one of the guys who earned a single digit. What did you think when Coach Rule first explained this new single digit tradition to the team? What were the thoughts that entered your mind? And then when you got one of those single digits, what did that mean to you?
Yeah, no, when I first heard about it, I thought it was really cool. I thought it was just a really cool way to show the guys on the team that have really bought into what he's saying and kind of what we're all about now. And when I got selected one, I mean, I was super grateful. I felt honored that my fellow teammates voted for me. It was just a really good feeling.
All right, man, you got Louisiana Tech coming up this Saturday. All right, this is a team that can put up some points. All right, they were down, I think, 17 last weekend, came back, made it interesting in that game. So what is the biggest key or biggest couple of things to stopping or slowing down Louisiana Tech's offense this Saturday?
Like you said, getting pressure in our four-man rushes, just continuing to attack the ball, trying to force turnovers whenever we can, and just playing with the best effort out there.
All right, I appreciate you joining me, my man. And until next time, Husker Nation, go Big Red. And always remember,
throw the bones.
All right, now I've always wanted to do this, so I'm going to do it right now, because following this immediately, okay, is the preview prediction with me and my twin daughters for the Louisiana Tech football game. So here we go. Swipe, and voila! Just like that, we're here. And I've even got a new shirt on. I've got some beautiful guests. And shout out to my wife, Angie Carriker, for editing this show. She does a phenomenal job. But I am now joined by my twin daughters. All right, what's your name?
Desiree.
All right, and what is your name?
Dakota.
Who's the older one?
Me.
By how long?
6 minutes.
6 whole minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is a preview prediction portion of this mega show, okay, of the Carriker Chronicles. My twin daughters, Dakota and Desiree, are joining me now. What sports do you two play? You're in 2nd grade. What sports do you play?
I play soccer, volleyball, and basketball.
All right. Do you have a favorite?
Volleyball.
Volleyball.
No, soccer.
Soccer. Ooh, all right. It was volleyball a month ago. All right. What sports do you play?
Soccer and basketball.
And baseball?
And baseball.
She kicks the boys' butts, by the way. She doesn't do softball. She does baseball. She's out there kicking the boys' butts. Are you Husker fans?
Yes.
Are you being raised right?
Yes.
Why was there hesitation there? All right. Can you say hi to the fine folks at home?
Hi.
You say go Big Red?
Go Big Red.
All right. Now, I noticed neither one of you mentioned football. Can we talk a little football?
Yeah.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. All right, so let's talk a little bit about Nebraska versus Louisiana Tech. All right. So Nebraska's defense, just got done chatting with Nash Hutmacher. Obviously, you all know that because you just watched it. But Nebraska's defense, okay, tied for 76 in the country when it comes to defending the pass. They're giving up 238.3 yards per game. Now that's up, or that's an improvement, I should say, because they were 106th in the country going into the Northern Illinois game. All right, now they are 76, so they're getting better. They're improving. Okay, again, just talked about it with Nash, one of the top run defenses in the country, and they've been able to get after the quarterback through blitzes, all right, so far this year. But that's going to lead to one of my 3 keys as to how Nebraska can ensure a victory. They're a large favorite in this game, which surprised me the amount that they're favored by when I saw it. But in order to ensure that victory, because you never take any team or game for granted, any given Saturday, right? Okay, it's going to lead into my 3 keys. But real quick, the Huskers offense, not to neglect the other side of the ball, is averaging 19.7 points per game, 112th in the country, 339.3 yards per game, which is 101st in the country. Louisiana Tech, they don't play a lot of defense. That should bode well for our offense. All right, they're averaging 381.3 yards per game. That's 93rd in the country, and they're giving up 4.9 yards per rush. Okay, and allowing 29 points per game, which is 100th in the country. We should be able to run the ball on them. And then we should be able to control the line of scrimmage. We should be able to wear them out, and we should be able to control the second half of the game, especially like we did against Northern Illinois. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. All right, what's that say right there, Desi?
3.
Okay, what's that say, Coda? Keys.
Keys.
All right, can't read my handwriting. That's my bad. I apologize. All right, the first key, I'm going to shock you with this one, ladies and gentlemen. Take care of the football. You can't win the game if you don't have the ball. And here's the thing. We're at least 2-1, maybe better, okay, but at least 2-1 this year if we just simply take care of the ball. So take care of the ball on Saturday and the rest of this year going forward, I might add. Now, number 2 is something we've talked about already. Matt Rule said, we've already talked about earlier in the interview with Nash Hutmacher in this show, simply improve the overall pass defense by getting more consistent pressure, which is 4-man rushes. Blitzing and getting after the quarterback is great, but obviously it leaves you a little bit exposed in the back end, okay, just a smidge. But if you can get pressure with just 4-man rushes and you can leave more guys in coverage, obviously that's a benefit. So if we can do that better, we'll continue to climb up the rankings in our overall pass defense to get more pressure on the opposing quarterback with 4-man rushes. All right, take care of the ball. Pressure with 4-man rushes, not having to blitz all the time. And the last one, the left side of the offensive line, especially the left tackle spot, has got to play better, in particular when it comes to pass protection. And if you got to rotate guys, if you got to try some new bodies in there, if they just simply got to get better, the guys that are there right now, I don't really care. We got to play better on the left side, and we got to protect the quarterback better, especially at that left tackle position. All right, time for the prediction. Nebraska is a 19.5-point favorite. Not going to lie to you, that was a little bit surprising to me, but we'll see how it plays out. The over-under, at least at this point in time that I'm recording the video, is 47.5. Until I'm proven otherwise consistently, I'm always going to take the under with Nebraska, but we'll see what happens. All right. That says, here's our prediction. My prediction. All right, Louisiana Tech. What's that say, Desiree?
14.
14. And what does that say right there? Nebraska?
31.
31. So, I don't have us quite covering. I got us in the under, but I got us definitively winning. And honestly, I'm giving Louisiana Tech 14 because they might get a late touchdown with some of our backups in. And I'm okay with that. All right, because those guys need experience too. Now, this is Jacob's prediction, but Dakota's going to read it. So Louisiana Tech's going to end up with how many points?
10.
And Nebraska's going to end up with how many?
28.
28. Now, admittedly, when she looked at this before the show, she thought it said 68. Translation, I need to write better. But 28-10, Jacob has it. A little bit lower scoring. Okay, I will say this. I do think the score might be closer at halftime than Husker fans would like it to be. But I think we're going to pull away like we did last week because we're going to be a second half physical, blue collar, in your face, running downhill smash mouth team. We're going to pull away in the second half, and hopefully we figure out who our quarterback is as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hit me up in the comments below. Number 1, what's your prediction for this game? Score prediction. Who's our starting quarterback after this game? Hopefully we have it figured out. Who do you have as our starting quarterback? And number 3, what's your single biggest key to ensuring Nebraska wins this game and gets back on track to a bowl game? All right, ladies, I want to thank you for joining me. Did you have fun?
Yes.
I'm not going to lie. Your hat wear is awesome.
Thanks.
All right. Until next time, Husker Nation, remember, all your football hopes and dreams will come true at CarrikerChronicles.com. Go check it out. Until next time, go Big Red, and always remember...
From the bombs.
Thank you, girls. Did you have fun?
Yeah. You
Good.
saw that.
Oh, thank you.
And then this goes on top.
Oh, my gosh.